A very good morning. Habari sa asubuhi. I take great pleasure that this 63rd convocation I take great pleasure that the 63rd convocation is being graced by none other than His Excellency Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, the Honorable President of Zanzibar and Chairman of the Revolutionary Council. Thank you, His Excellency, for accepting our invitation. Asante Sana. Friends, His Excellency has been a strong supporter of higher education and international collaboration, including the establishment and growth of IIT Madras, Zanzibar, the first ever international campus of an IIT, reflecting the shared commitment of India and Zanzibar to excellence in education, research, and innovation. Friends, please join me in welcoming His Excellency and the First Lady of Zanzibar to India, to Tamil Nadu, to Chennai, to IITM with a great round of applause and a standing ovation. Karibu sana. Friends, Dr. Pawan Goenka has completed 12 years as chairperson of our Board of Governors of IIT Madras. He has the distinction of being the longest serving chairperson of the board of any IIT. Thank you very much, sir, for your continuous guidance and looking forward to many more years of your leadership. Friends, please join me in congratulating him, and I also take great pleasure in welcoming members of the government of Zanzibar and Tanzania, members of the Ministries of Government of India, members of the Ministries of State Government of Tamil Nadu, members of the Board of Governors, members of the Senate, graduates, and proud parents. IIT Madras has reaffirmed her position as India's premier institution by consistently retaining the top rank in the National Institutional Ranking Framework, NIRF. Number one position among engineering institutions for the 10th consecutive year since inception of NIRF. Number one position for the 7th year in a row for overall performance among all universities in India, and ranked number 2 in the research institutions category after Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and number 1 in innovation category, and number 1 in the very first edition of the sustainability category. It is indeed a collective achievement, thanking all of you for this. Friends, around 4,701 students are receiving their degree today, and we have graduated more than 500 PhD students for the second consecutive year. This is a firm step to address the faculty shortage across the higher educational institutions in our country with well-qualified PhD degree holders. Congratulations to all research scholars and their guides and all our international joint PhD partners. One of the defining milestones of this year was the formal launch of IITM Global Foundation by the Honorable External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. This marks the beginning of an ambitious new chapter in our journey towards becoming the world's first multinational university. Within weeks of its launch, IITM Global announced its first Applied AI Innovation Center in Dubai, Commerce City, and a $7.5 million Deep Tech Hub in Menlo Park, California. These initiatives help create a truly global innovation network that connects Indian talent with international opportunities while keeping Bharat at the center of knowledge creation. IIT Madras Unicorn Frontier Fund, a 600 crore venture capital fund with a 400 crore green shoe option, was announced by IIT Madras Research Park in partnership with Unicorn India Ventures to strengthen India's deep tech innovation ecosystem by bridging the gap between research and commercialization, fostering technology-driven.
I left campus, opportunities meant going abroad. Today, India is building in artificial intelligence, semiconductors, advanced manufacturing, clean energy, biotechnology, and space. And in many of these areas, we are no longer following global change, we are helping to shape it. Our Honorable Prime Minister has set a destination for our nation to become Viksit Bharat by 2047, the centenary of our independence. And now Viksit Bharat is much more than two words and much more than a GDP target. A developed India means an India where every citizen has dignity, opportunity, quality education and health care, and a fair chance at a good life, where the distance between our villages and our cities narrows to a thin line. It is a mission to turn growth into inclusion, talent into leadership, and possibility into achievement. And here is what makes it a personal thing for you. 2047 is 21 years away. That is precisely when you will be at the peak of your careers and your influence. The 5 graduates I described did not know on the Convocation day what they would build. Neither do you. But the question is already yours to answer. Whether you build your life in India or abroad, pick your point. Decide where you will make your difference, in a laboratory or a startup, in a factory floor or a village, a board room or a classroom. One day, you will be at my age, which I know feels impossibly too far. But you will look back and ask yourself a quiet question. What did I leave behind? Can your answer be, I helped build Viksit Bharat, rather than just watching it happen? So carry these 5 lessons as you start building Viksit Bharat. 5 lessons from those who sat in your seats before you. Build something larger than yourself and then give it away. Be patient. Let conviction quietly compound. Do not fear the hard things India can build for the world. Aim your sharpest talent at the problems that matter most. And start now. The newest chapter belongs to the youngest builders. Graduates, you now join a family of some 70,000 alumni around the world, one of the finest anywhere. Wear that privilege with pride and with responsibility. Stay close to this institute, mentor generously, open doors for those behind you, exactly as others once opened the doors for people that I just described. You leave here not only with a degree, but with a proof earned through your own struggles of what you are capable of. Your potential is almost always greater than what you think. Spend it on something larger than yourself. Congratulations once again to the graduating class of 2026. Go forth and make this institute, your families, and your nation very proud. Thank you. Jai Hind.
It is my distinct privilege and honor to introduce our chief guest, His Excellency, Dr. Hussain Ali Muini, Honorable President of Zanzibar and Chairman of the Revolutionary Council. Dr. Hussain Ali Muini has served as the 8th President of Zanzibar since 3rd November 2020 and was re-elected for a second term following the October 2025 election. As the head of governance of Zanzibar and chairman of Revolutionary Council, he has been providing visionary leadership focused on sustainable economic growth, good governance, social development, and strengthening the Zanzibar's position as a vibrant hub for investment, trade, tourism, and the blue economy. A respected physician, statesman, and visionary leader, he has dedicated his career on advancing public service, national development, and regional cooperation. Dr. Muini distinguished academic journey includes a Doctor of Medicine degree from Marmara University in Turkey, a postgraduate diploma in cardiology from Royal Postgraduate Medical School at Hammersmith Hospital in the United Kingdom, and a master's qualification in internal medicine as a member of the Royal College of Physicians, UK. Before entering politics, he built an impressive medical career, serving in leading hospitals in the United Kingdom and Tanzania, while also contributing to medical education and public health leadership through the institutions such as Benjamin Mkapa, HIV/AIDS Foundation, and AMREF. Over more than 2 decades in public life, Dr. Muini has held several key ministerial portfolios, including health, defense, and national service, and the Vice President office. His broad experience has shaped his inclusive and development-oriented leadership. Dr. Muini also shares a long-standing connection with India, having visited in his capacity as Tanzania's Defense Minister and Health Minister, further strengthening the enduring partnership between India and Tanzania. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm and heartfelt welcome to His Excellency, Dr. Hussein Ali Muini.
Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, High Commissioners, Chairperson of the Board of Directors of Governors of IIT Madras, Professor Kamakoti, Director of the Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, distinguished members of the faculty, proud parents and families, above all, the graduating class of 2026, ladies and gentlemen. It is both a privilege and a profound honor to join you today at the 63rd Convocation ceremony of the Indian Institute of Technology, Madras. Allow me first and foremost to express my sincere appreciation to the leadership of this distinguished institution for the gracious invitation to share this memorable occasion with you. I bring with me warm greetings and best wishes of the people of Zanzibar and the United Republic of Tanzania. I'm delighted to be in India once again, a nation whose remarkable journey has demonstrated to the world the transformative power of education, innovation, and human ingenuity. Across generations, India has shown that when a nation invests in knowledge, it invests in its future. There could hardly be a more fitting place to celebrate that truth than here at IIT Madras. This institution has earned global respect, not only for producing exceptional engineers, scientists, and entrepreneurs, but also for nurturing ideas that become enterprises, research that become innovation, and knowledge that improves lives. It reminds us that great universities do more than educate students. They shape societies, strengthen economies, and inspire generations. Few occasions inspire more hope than a graduation ceremony. Today is about far more than the conferring of degrees. It is a celebration of perseverance, curiosity, and possibilities. It marks the end of one remarkable journey, but more importantly, it marks the beginning of another. For your families, it is the fulfillment of years of sacrifice and encouragement. For your professors, it is the reward of seeing potential transformed into achievement. For your nation, it is an investment beginning to yield its greatest returns. And for each one of you, it is the moment when the future quietly passes into your own hands. As graduates, one of the world's foremost institutions of science and engineering, your knowledge is extraordinary. Let your humility be equal to it. As you design the technologies of tomorrow, I hope you will ask yourselves one question that is both simple and profound. Not merely what can we build, but more importantly, whose life will this improve? Innovation is at its best not when it amazes us, but when it improves the dignity of human life. The true measure of your success will not be the complexity of what you create. It will be the difference your work makes in the lives of others. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest lessons I have learned in public life is that no nation has ever educated too many young people. History teaches us the opposite. Nations flourish when they invest in the minds of their people, and they struggle when they fail to do so. That conviction has guided our vision for Zanzibar. Like many developing nations, we aspire to build a resilient economy, create meaningful opportunities for our young people, and prepare our society for a future that will be driven increasingly by knowledge and innovation. Yet, we have also come to understand a simple truth. Lasting prosperity cannot be imported. It must be built, not only through investment in infrastructure, but through investment in people. Roads can be built, ports can be expanded, industries can be established, but the true wealth of any nation will always be found in the imagination, character, and abilities of its people. That is why education remains at the heart of our national vision, not simply as a pathway to employment, but as the foundation upon which innovation, prosperity, and good governance are built. As Zanzibar advances its blue economy agenda, we recognize that our greatest advantage will never be our natural resources alone. It will be the ingenuity of our people. It will be the creativity of our young innovators. And it will be the confidence of generation prepared not merely to embrace change, but to lead it. Our ambition, therefore, is not simply the use of technologies of tomorrow. It is to help create them. We want our young people to become creators of knowledge rather than consumers of it. We want them to become innovators rather than imitators. We want them to build solutions that emerge from Africa, serve Africa, and contribute to the progress of the world. That aspiration led us to one of the most significant educational partnerships in our nation's history. When we began our discussions with the Indian Institute of Technology Madras, we were not merely searching for an internationally respected university, we were searching for a partner whose philosophy reflected our own. A partner that believed excellence should serve society. A partner that understood that research fulfills its highest purpose when it improves lives. A partner that measures success not only by academic distinction, but by the positive impact its graduates make on the world. We found that partner in IIT Madras. So together, we established IIT Madras Zanzibar, the first international campus of this distinguished institution. For us, this was never simply the opening of another university. It was the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter built on the belief that talent exists everywhere, even when opportunity does not. A chapter founded on the conviction that knowledge should never be confined by geography, a chapter that demonstrates what becomes possible when nations choose to invest in one another's future. Today, students from across Africa and India study together in Zanzibar. They bring different experiences, different cultures, different perspectives, yet they are united by a common pursuit of excellence. Perhaps that is one of the greatest lessons any university can teach. Learning is not simply the transfer of knowledge. It is the meeting of minds. The classroom of today becomes the laboratory of tomorrow. Today's classmates become tomorrow's collaborators, and today's collaborations become tomorrow's innovations. Our vision is clear. We want IIT Madras Zanzibar to become a center of excellence for East Africa, a place where world-class education, research, and entrepreneurship come together to solve a real challenge and create new opportunities. The knowledge created through institutions such as IIT Madras will help us better understand, protect, and sustainably harness that immense potential for generations to come. Education, therefore, is not simply preparation for employment. It is preparation for nation building. Every graduate who chooses to place knowledge in the service of others becomes part of that endeavor. That is the future we seek for Zanzibar. It is also the future we hope to build with partners who share our belief that education remains humanity's greatest investment. The story of IIT Madras Zanzibar is in many ways a story about the power of partnership. It reminds us that no nation, however ambitious, achieves lasting progress in isolation. The greatest advances in human history have rarely been the work of one individual, one institution, or even one nation. They have come from people choosing to learn from one another, to trust one another, and to build something greater than they could ever achieve alone. That is why partnerships matter. They expand not only what we know, they expand what we believe is possible. The partnership between the Republic of India and the United Republic of Tanzania reflects that same spirit. For centuries, the waters of the Indian Ocean have connected our people, not only through commerce, but through the exchange of ideas, culture, and knowledge. Long before the modern world spoke of globalization, our two people understood the value of openness and cooperation. Those values continue to guide us till today. India has long been a valued friend and trusted partner in our developmental journey. Together, we have demonstrated that the strongest partnerships are built not by dependency, but by mutual respect, shared purpose, and investment in people. In an increasingly interconnected world, I believe the greatest competitive advantage any nation can possess is not simply the size of its economy or the abundance of its resources. It is its ability to collaborate, to learn, and to adapt, and to share knowledge generously. The defining challenges of our time recognizes no borders. Neither should our determination to solve them. No nation possesses every answer. Yet, every nation has something valuable to contribute. Indeed, I believe the 21st century will not ultimately be remembered only for the extraordinary technologies it produced. It will also be remembered for the partnership that ensured those technologies serve humanity wisely. Graduates, you are now part of that story. Whatever path you choose, never forget that knowledge reaches its highest purpose when it is shared. The bridges you build between people may ultimately prove even more enduring than the technologies you create. Distinguished graduates, ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate this remarkable day, let us return to the reason we have gathered here. Every institution, every investment, and every partnership ultimately exists for one purpose: to prepare young people like you to build a better future. Today, you leave this extraordinary institution with something no one can ever take away from you, not merely a degree, but the ability to think independently, to question with courage, and to use knowledge in ways that improve the lives of others. That is an extraordinary privilege, and it is also an enduring responsibility. You are entering a world that will change with astonishing speed. The technologies you have studied will continue to evolve. Entire industries will be transformed. Yet, amid all that change, some values will never lose their relevance: integrity, humility, compassion, and service to the people. Hold fast to them, for they will guide you long after today's technologies have been replaced by tomorrow's innovations. Distinguished graduates, ladies and gentlemen, over the years, public service has taught me many lessons. Perhaps the most enduring is this: leadership is never measured by the position we hold. It is measured by the opportunities we create for others. The finest leaders are not those who seek recognition for themselves. They are those who dedicate their talents to enabling others to succeed. I hope that wherever your life leads you, you will never lose sight of that truth. Never allow achievement to diminish your humility, and never forget that behind every innovation, every discovery, and every technological breakthrough is a human life waiting to be improved. As I look across this remarkable graduating class today, I do not simply see engineers, scientists, and entrepreneurs. I see the women and men who will write the next chapter of human progress. Some of you will transform industries. Some will advance scientific discovery. Some will shape public policy. Others will inspire future generations through education. Whatever path you choose, I hope you will never measure your success solely by the position you hold, the wealth you accumulate, or the recognition you receive. Measure it by the lives you improve, by the opportunities you create, by the trust you earn, and by the hope you leave behind. Our world does not need leaders who seek greatness for themselves. It needs leaders who make greatness possible in others. It needs people who build bridges where others build barriers, who choose cooperation over division. We understand that progress is measured not only by what we achieve, but by what we enable others to achieve. Years from now, your degree will become part of your history. Your career will continue to evolve. Your titles will change, but what will endure is something far more important: the integrity with which you lived, the generosity with which you served, the courage with which you led, and the difference you made in lives of others. That, in my view, is the true purpose of education. Not simply to prepare us for a career, but to prepare us for a life of purpose. Allow me, therefore, to leave you with one final thought. Every generation inherits the world as it is. Your generation has the extraordinary opportunity and the profound responsibility to shape the world as it ought to be. The world will admire your ability to solve complex problems, but history will remember the wisdom with which you choose the problems worth solving. So go forward with confidence, lead with humility, serve with purpose, continue to learn, and never lose your faith in the extraordinary capacity of knowledge to improve the human condition. May your journey be guided by wisdom, strengthened by courage, and defined by service to others. For in the end, the finest legacy any of us can leave is not the success we achieve, it is the future we help others to build. Congratulations, class of 2026. May God bless you.
Thank you, His Excellency, for your words of encouragement and words of wisdom to our graduates. Thank you also for laying out the vision for Zanzibar, especially in blue economy, and also to highlight that prosperity should not be imported, but should be built from inside. That's the only thing that is enduring. Does it please the members of the Senate to approve the award of degrees or diplomas of the Institute to the candidates who have become eligible to receive them at this convocation? Mr. Director, please award the degrees and diplomas of the Institute to all eligible candidates.
Madam Registrar, please propose the number of candidates who have become eligible for the award of the various degrees, diplomas of the Institute at this convocation.
Sir, I propose that 2,937 candidates be awarded the degrees or diplomas of the Institute at this convocation. I also propose that 2,688 candidates present be awarded the degrees or diploma in person in the departmental degree distribution program and the rest in absentia.
By the authority vested in me as the chairperson of the Senate and the director of the Institute, I shall award the degrees, diplomas as proposed by the registrar. The degrees, diplomas will be distributed to the graduates in degree distribution functions by respective heads of the departments later today. Mr. Dean, Academic Courses, please read out the name of the winners present at this august assembly. May I request the Honorable Chief Guest to present the prizes to the prize winners. I request the chairperson to join.
Vanakkam and good morning. The President of India Prize to the student with the highest CGPA amongst the BTech and dual degree programs, and the Bharat Ratna M. Vishweshwaraya Memorial Prize donated by Shri D.L. Jagannathan from the All India Travel Agency to the student with the highest CGPA in the BTech degree program. Both these prizes go to Ashwin Subramaniam of the Department of Aerospace Engineering. Institute Merit Prize to the student with the highest CGPA in the dual degree BTech and MTech program. The prize goes to Anirudh Rao of the Department of Biotechnology. Dr. Shankar Dayal Sharma Prize to the student with the best overall performance in curricular and co-curricular activities of the BTech degree program. Prize goes to Mit R. Jain from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Governor's Prize to the student with the best overall performance in curricular and co-curricular activities in the dual degree program. We have joint winners, B. Haricharan, Department of Physics. Governor's Prize to the student with the best overall performance in curricular and co-curricular activities in the dual degree program. The prize also goes to Arvindan Kamachi Sundaram from the Department of Metallurgical and Materials Engineering. Best PhD thesis in the Department of Applied Mechanics and Biomedical Engineering. The prize goes to Banamali Sahu, guided by Dr. A. Arokyarajan. Batch of 1979 award donated by 1979 batch alumni to the scholar with the best PhD thesis in biotechnology. The prize goes to Srijit S, guided by Dr. Himanshu Sinha. Best PhD thesis in the Department of Chemical Engineering. The prize goes to Yogendra Kumar, guided by Dr. Jitendra Sangwai. Best PhD thesis in the Department of Civil Engineering. The prize goes to Saptarshi Bose, guided by Dr. Madhava Kumar S. Best PhD thesis in the Department of Electrical Engineering. The prize goes to Nishant A.B., guided by Dr. Shanti Pavan. Best PhD thesis in the Department of Engineering Design. The prize goes to Pulasta Chakrabarti, guided by Dr. Tuhin Subra Santra. Best PhD thesis in the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences. The prize goes to Arindam Nandi, guided by Dr. Abhishek Paroy. Best PhD thesis in the Department of Management Studies. The prize goes to Priya, guided by Dr. M. Tenmuli. Best PhD thesis in the Department of Mathematics. The prize goes to Supriyo Jana, guided by Dr. Saumen Sarkar. Best PhD thesis in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. The prize goes to Vidya Tiwari, guided by Dr. Susanta Kumar Panigrahi. Best PhD thesis in the Department of Metallurgical and Materials Engineering. The prize goes to Sabari Rajan, guided by Dr. Ravi Shankar K. Best PhD thesis in the Department of Ocean Engineering. The prize goes to Sandana Socrates S, guided by Dr. V. Sriram. Professor A.L. Lashkar Prize, donated by Dr. Renu Lashkar to the scholar with the best PhD thesis in physics. A joint winner, the prize goes to Rohit Kumar Singh, guided by Dr. Prabhat Pujari. Thank you, sir.